Reconstruction, Round 3. The period of congressional Reconstruction we also call radical Reconstruction because it would be overseen by radical Republicans in Congress who would gain a majority and the sympathy of those moderates. They were angered for a variety of reasons over conditions in the South. One was black codes. Black codes were laws instituted in the South that were essentially ways they had existed in the South before the war, regulating free blacks in the South, free African Americans. And it basically defined what they could and could not do. And these were very strict laws. For example, if you happen to be a black man walking down a city street at a certain time of day and you were stopped and asked why you were in town, if you're not in town on business for a white man or not specifically in his employment at the time, you could be arrested for vagrancy. And there was all sorts of codes like this. Essentially, it was an attempt to reestablish the old slave system, even though slavery had been banned. It's just by using a set of legal codes to give slaves a legal status that's essentially equal to that as a slave status. Congress was angered over the black codes and furious over the Southern defiance and that Johnson would simply extend so gracious terms to readmitting Southern states. In order to remedy these ills, they extended the term of the Freedmen's Bureau. President Johnson vetoed that, and Congress overrode his veto. In fact, one of the things, the common themes from the Andrew Johnson presidency was simply that he would veto many congressional proposals, and Congress would overwhelmingly veto them, override his vetoes. Another piece of legislation that Congress passed in 1866 was the Civil Rights Act. This is the first Civil Rights Act passed in the history of the United States as such. It declared that African Americans were citizens of the United States. It empowered the federal government to intervene in state affairs to protect the rights of citizens. Once again, Andrew Johnson protested it, vetoed it, campaigned against it, went on a train trip to campaign against it state by state, and Congress still overrode his veto.